So hello guys, Assalamualaikum and good night. So today we will continue to discuss our video discussion, which is the new topic, the new issue about global warming. So before we start, firstly we will introduce ourselves first. Okay. Firstly, my name is Muhammad bin JAAFRI. My matrix number is 200673.
My name is WANPING. My matrix number is 201674.
Hello everyone, my name is ALINA HASNI AZLAN and my matrix number is 193361.
Hi everyone, my name is KAMARINA SYAZWANI binti ROSLI. My matrix number is 194251.
Hi everyone, my name is UZAYR bin ZAMRI. My matrix number is 200600.
Okay, before I start, my name is Jacob. My next number is 202689, and this is actually a group discussion 3. All right. So yeah, it should begin. Start.
Oh, okay. So to start our discussion, firstly, we have to share the slide of the poem first, so that we can recite the poem. Can you guys see the slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so among Alina and WANPING, do any of you guys want to volunteer to recite the poem? Or maybe we can recite by, each stanzas by one person, like that. Okay, I will start first by reading the first 4 lines. Okay, so the title is Global Warming. Okay, global warming is a part. Is there anything to say, JERIL? No. Okay. So.
I thought only one person can recite.
Oh, I think actually it doesn't matter. I think, but I will proceed it. Okay. So the title is global warming. Okay. Global warming is hard to explain. It leaves Mother Earth crying with agonizing pain. This hurts our planet in every single way. The changes would leave us all in sorrow and dismay. So, Alina, can you continue?
Yeah, I will continue. We need to stop it now so the temperature doesn't rise. Or else people, plants, and animals will be in demise. The ice at Arctic and Antarctica are diminishing and melting. Do we have to wait until we lose everything? Yeah, I continue or what?
Can you continue?
Okay. Mother Nature can't do it all, but why can't we give her a rest? We all need to try and do what is best. Our planet Earth is precious and can't be replaced. We need to act now, or our home will be erased. Why we burn those trash instead of recycle? Why we use a car when we can use a bicycle? If the shop you want to go is only down the road, just walk and don't be told.
Okay, so that is basically our poem for global warming. Do you guys have any thought about this poem?
I think the structure is explained that when we see the first 4 lines, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the first 7 slides is explain the effect of the global warming to the nature. For example, it leaves Mother Earth crying with agonizing pain, and then it leaves us, the human, all in sorrow and dismay. And then the temperature doesn't rise. We need to stop it now so that the temperature doesn't rise. And then people, plants, and animals will be in demise. The ice at Arctic and Antarctica are diminishing and melting. So that's 7th slide. It explains about the effect of the global warming to us and to us human and to the earth. And then the next slide is explain about the why we need to stop the global warming. We need to try our best so that our Earth planet is, because our Earth planet is very precious and can't be replaced. And then at the bottom slide, it suggests us the way how to stop the global warming. Yeah, by recycle, and then instead of using a car, we can use a bicycle. And also, why don't we walk instead of going by using our transport? Yeah, that's all for me. How about others?
How about others?
I also agree with Alina about the partition of the poem, and I left the second partition where Alina stopped at the 7th line. The second partition is, do we have to wait until we lose everything? Yes, I really like that line because it's asking us, do we need to continue this until we lose everything, and we will repent it after we have when we have did the negative impact to the earth. So, and the last partition is suggests the way that we can overcome our bad attitude to the mother nature. So, that's all. Anyone would like to say everything?
For me, I like this sentence. Mother Earth crying with agonizing pain. I think the poem is also of great significance. Global warming is harmful, and the melting of glaciers and the rise of sea levels and the disappearance of some coastal cities will bring disaster to us. And the global warming also cause many problems. For example, desires and economic problems, conflicts. So we need to start from ourselves to save our planet, such as reducing carbon. For example, we can use a bicycle. We yes, I mean we can use bicycle, not only the car, and try to recycle and reuse. Yeah, and using electric car in the future, maybe. Yeah, that's all for me. So I need other want to share.
Okay, so from me, from the poem, we can actually understand clearly the meaning of what the poem actually try to tell us. That is the global warming issues in our world, which is currently is so critical that we know that the global warming is one of the most substantial problems in the world, and it happening and it also very dangerous. for the lasting life of humans and nature, as the first standards told in the poem. And also, that is also a good example of global warming, which is in the second stanza, in part where it tells that uh, the Arctic and Antarctica are diminishing and melting. We know that those part uh, in uh, uh, where the ice, uh, we know that it's already melting and uh, only there is a little bit left, and then the other parts are like Mother Nature can't do it all, but why can't you give her a rest? And we all need to try and do what is best. It basically told us that we need to take immediate action because the impacts of the global warming will continue, and uh, it will never stop unless we humans act. Uh, uh, and then for the last part, if the shop you want for the last stanzas, why we burn those trash instead of recycle, why we use car when we can use a bicycle, and then if the shop you want to go is only down the road, just walk and don't be tall. This is a very short sentence, but have a very deep meaning if you could comprehend it properly. Uh, we know that the awareness of these issues in global warming is still somewhat muted, and most of us didn't take serious about these issues, despite the evidence of the causes of global warming, such as I said before, in the part of Arctic and Antarctica, which is melting. But still, we have to act now before it will be too late. So that's all for me. How about others?
Yeah, I would say that this poem was um, interesting, seeing the structure of this poem are well structured and the message given are not too indirectly. So the message given was direct to us. So everything about global warming already told inside this poem. So example, they are already told about the effect of global warming, what will happen, who will be affected by it. And yes, also it tell us the suggestion that we could do, like instead we burn the trash and we could just recycle it. And also when if we want to go to place that only near to us, why we need to go there with a car or motorcycle that burn that use fuel that will release harmful gases. Why just not go with bicycle, or even by walking is also benefited for us, right? For our health also. So yes, I like this poem. So how about the others?
How
So,
about you?
yeah, so this poem, I believe, is very strong. It's a very powerful message that it conveys to everyone. And I believe that it emphasizes on two things. Like, for example, as you said before, if you notice in the first part of the poem, it focuses more on the problems and the issues faced by Mother Earth. And the second part of the poem focuses more on how we overcome these problems and what we can do to save Mother Earth. So, like for example, we can see in line number 6, it says like we need to stop it now so the temperature doesn't rise. So that's one of the main issues that planet Earth is facing right now, because the emission of carbon dioxide and the open burnings that we people do is contributing to the temperature rise of the Earth. And then we can look at the second part of the poem, which discusses about why we burn these trash instead of recycling. For me, that's a very good choice. Instead of burning trash, why don't we recycle? Because if we recycle, we can make a lot more substances, like we can use again these substances and then for a better purpose. Because if we burn this trash, we'll know that the Earth's temperature is rising and it's bad for every one of us. So I think this poem, if I can conclude it, is the very strong poem about global warming that Mother Earth is facing right now, and how we can do and what role as humans can play to overcome these kind of problems. Because every day in the news we hear about how this temperature is, how planet Earth's temperature is rising every 4 years, and how by the next 10 years the glaciers will melt and there'll be flash floods and there'll be very global issues that are bound to come in the future that we are not prepared. So what are the preparations we can do? This poem clearly emphasizes in the second part, like we can recycle, or we can use a car instead of a bicycle. We can use a bicycle instead of a car. And for me, the last line of the poem really strikes me, because just walk and don't be a toad. Because if we don't do our responsibilities, if we don't carry out our responsibilities, then who else will? Because no one else will take care of Mother Earth except human beings. So I think it's very important for us to work together to solve this common problem which has been going for like so many years now. So I think it's time for us to step up and be rational about all these things, so we can have a better future in the coming years. So I think it's a very good poem, and that's all I have.
Okay, so I think that's all for our discussion. So as a conclusion, we can conclude that this poem, the effectiveness of this poem in addressing the issues of global warming is good, and also, as Isma said, well structured. So I think that's all for today. So thank you for your cooperation, and that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.